Good morning, dear students. In previous class, we have discussed about all 5 modules and we have covered all the concept. Now let us start from the first module, revision concept, that is vector calculus. Now we have already discussed with the what is the definition of vector and what are the important concepts available in that we have already discussed. Still, we will take one more revision. Now, vector means what? A physical quantity having both magnitude and direction, right? Now, here we are mainly discussing with the 3 important concept, that is gradient, divergence and curl. But simultaneously we have to give some importance for scalars also. Even scalars are also what? Physical quantity having only magnitude but no direction, right? Now, this gradient can be applicable only for the scalar function, that is phi, and divergence can be applied only for the vector point function vector f. Normally, generally we are using the notation here capital vector F or capital vector A or capital vector V, anything. Now, and for curl also we are defining only for a vector quantity. Okay. Now, what is meant by gradient and how to represent it in symbolic form? Now, gradient of scalar point function phi or sometime only f without any vector, okay, denoted by grade phi or del phi. Okay. Now, what is del? The operator del we call it as nabla or vector differential operator. Okay. That is, it is just like a ulta delta. The del, that is del. Here gradient of phi is denoted by grade phi or del phi, or we can write it in the form of what? Del phi is nothing but, what is the definition of del? That we have to discuss first. Definition of del is what? Vector differential operator and is given by dou by dou xi plus dou by dou yj plus dou by dou zk. What it represents? Dou stands for partial derivative, right? You should remember one thing. Partial derivative, in the case of partial derivative of any function with respect to x, that time you have to concentrate only on the term containing x and rest all you have to treat it as a function. So because of this, here dou by dou x of y is nothing but 0. Similarly, dou by dou y of x is nothing but 0. That is, with respect to one, another is acts as a constant. So partial derivative of one function with respect to another is 0. Okay. Now, here this gradient phi can be written as what? Del phi. Now, del definition is what? Dou by dou xi plus dou by dou yj plus dou by dou zk into phi. That is just like a normal multiplication. Now, multiply this phi to each and every term. What you will get? Dou phi by dou xi plus dou phi by dou yj plus dou phi by dou zk. Here by mistake k twice multiplied. Now, or generally this can be written in the form of summation dou phi by dou xi. Summation of the first term. Say we have taken here scalar function phi, but after operating with the gradient, we are getting function in terms of what? Vector quantity, right? I, j, k and so on. At the end, we are getting answer in terms of I, j, k. That is nothing but gradient of scalar is what? A vector function, or gradient of a scalar function is a vector quantity. Okay. Now, divergence. Now, how to write the divergence of a vector point function? Either it is capital F vector or capital A vector or capital V vector, whatever it may be. If you take capital F vector, then its components are F1i plus F2j plus F3k. If you take capital A vector, then small a1i plus small a2j plus small a3k, like that. So it is your wish. You can choose the components according to the chosen vector. Okay. Now, what is divergence of vector function? How to denote it? Divergence of vector is denoted by div f or del dot vector f. Okay. Div f or del dot f. Div f. So del, what is the definition of del again? Dou by dou xi plus dou by dou yj plus dou by dou zk dot, what is vector f? that is f1i plus f2j plus f3k, right? Now the dot product of like vector is same and dot product of unlike vector equal to 0. Because of that, how to write? That is nothing but I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1, k dot k is 1. But I dot j, j dot k, it is 0. So because of this can be written in the form dou by dou x I dot dou f1i is nothing but dou by dou x of f1 or dou f1 by dou x. Similarly, plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z, like that you have to write. Or you can write it in the form of summation of first term dou f1 by dou x. But here we have chosen vector quantity, but operating with the divergence operator, we are getting answer in terms of scalar because there is no ijk, right? So this is, we can call it as what? Divergence of vector is a scalar quantity. Understood? Now, once again here, see, you can easily remember divergence means dot product dd. Similarly, curl means cross product cc. You can remember like this also. Now here, divergence means dot. Okay. Now, if you take the dot product of like vector, it is 1. So, we are multiplying only the coefficient of I with coefficient of I here. So, dou by dou x of f1 plus dou by dou y of f2 plus dou by dou z of f3. Okay. So, in general, we can call it as what? Summation of the first term, that is divergence of a vector function is a scalar quantity. Okay. Now, what about curl of a vector function? Now here curl of vector is denoted by curl f, curl f. Again, what is vector f? f1i plus f2j plus f3k. And curl f is nothing but del cross f, right? So del cross of vector f means what? Dou by dou xi plus dou by dou yj plus dou by dou zk cross product of f1i plus f2j plus f3k, or which can be written in the form of what? Determinant ijk. Then what are the coefficient of ijk here? Dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Similarly, what are the coefficient of ijk here? f1, f2, f3. Now, just you expand with the help of what? Determinant expansion, that is I into dou f3 by dou y minus dou f2 by dou z. Because for I, you have to leave that particular row and column, and remaining you have to cross multiply in between negative sign. Now, if you expand, you will get plus j plus k and so on. Or you can write it as the first term with the summation. So, what we are getting here after operating this vector f with the curl, we are getting again vector. So, curl of a vector point function is again a vector quantity. So, here you can easily compare all these three. Gradient of scalar is vector, divergence of vector is scalar, and curl of vector is what? Vector quantity. So these are the very important basic concepts related to the vector calculus concept. Now again let us discuss some more important definitions, what and all we are going to apply for solving the problems. Now what is meant by normal vector? Suppose phi of xyz represent equation of surface, okay, or it is a scalar function. Then how to write normal vector? Here gradient phi itself is, we call it as normal vector, okay, or we can call the geometrical meaning of gradient phi is a vector normal to the surface. Okay, geometrically we are representing it as vector normal to the surface. Proof is not there, just you remember this. Okay, so normal vector is nothing but del phi. So what is unit normal vector n cap? This del phi divided by modulus of del phi. Okay. So how to write the unit normal vector always? The given vector quantity divided by magnitude of that vector. Okay. We can call it as what? Unit normal vector. Now with the help of this we can find angle between two surfaces. Suppose phi 1 xyz equal to c1 and phi 2 xyz equal to c2 are two different surfaces. Then the angle between these two surfaces is equal to what? N1 cap dot n2 cap, that is cos theta. Angle between two normal surfaces. Here always you remember, we can find the angle between two vectors, right? But here phi 1 given, phi 2 given. Phi 1 and phi 2 represent what? Actually it represent what? Scalar quantity. But we have to find the angle between two vectors. So you need to convert here in terms of vector. How to convert in terms of vector? Scalar in terms of vector. We can convert it with the help of what? Gradient definition that we have discussed already, right? See, scalar we have to convert it with the help of what? Gradient. So what we will get here? Del phi 1 you have to find, similarly del phi 2. But we have already discussed what about unit normal vector, that is nothing but n cap del equal to what? Del phi by modulus del phi. Since there are two different surfaces, so there are two different normal vectors, right? Or n1 cap and n2 cap you can write. So the dot product of this gives what? Cos theta, or cos theta equal to n1 cap n2 cap dot with the dot operator, or you can write it in the form of del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by product of their magnitudes, that is modulus del phi 1 into modulus del phi 2. Students, here you should be very careful, this dot should be visible, okay, because it is not a normal product, it is a dot product, it should be visible, okay. Now what is directional derivative? Again here this gradient phi plays a very important role. Gradient phi we have to find it for each and every surfaces, because here surface given means a scalar quantity, you have to convert it into the vector form by operating with the gradient only. So gradient plays very important role. So gradient phi it plays for important role in the case of angle between two vectors, as well as normal vector, as well as for directional derivative also. So here directional derivative of given surface how to find? That is the directional derivative of phi of x, y, z equal to c along any given direction vector d, or you can take any some other direction vector a or vector a, anything. Okay, how to write the directional derivative? That is directional derivative of phi of xyz equal to c along any direction vector d is given by del phi dot n cap. Del phi is nothing but gradient phi, n cap is nothing but unit vector. How to find the unit vector? Given vector by modulus of that vector. So here given direction, that is vector d. Vector d by magnitude of vector d gives us what? N cap. Okay, that is n cap equal to vector d by magnitude of vector d. Suppose there is no direction, then how will you identify the directional derivative is maximum along what? In that case, the directional derivative of phi is maximum along the direction of del phi only. So whatever you get del phi, no, that itself acts as a direction when there is no direction given. If the direction given, then del phi dot n cap, where n cap is given direction by magnitude of that direction. But when they won't give the direction, that time you have to find del phi, and del phi itself acts as a maximum directional derivative. Okay, now let us continue with the two more concept here: solenoidal and irrotational vector fields. Now we have already discussed gradient, divergence, curl, and gradient part we have already discussed about that. It is useful to find directional derivative, angle between two surfaces, unit normal vector, right? Everywhere it is important. But what about the vector quantity? When we say that the given vector is solenoidal, see, a vector f is said to be solenoidal if the divergence of that vector equal to 0, or div vector f equal to 0, or del dot vector f equal to 0. Okay. Now, a vector capital F is said to be irrotational. Irrotational is also called as conservative force field, or again potential force field. We can call by 2-3 names. Okay. When we say that it is irrotational, that is curl of given vector equal to null vector or zero vector. So curl f equal to 0 vector or del cross f equal to 0 vector, then we say that the given vector is irrotational. Okay. So that is again we have mentioned in the note, an irrotational vector field is also called as conservative field or potential field. And second one, if vector f is irrotational, this is very important note. If the vector f is irrotational or potential or conservative force field, then there always exists a scalar function phi. Always exists phi such that del phi equal to vector f. Del phi is what? Again gradient f. Gradient phi. So gradient phi itself is, we have to equate it to the given vector function vector f. Okay. Now these are the basic concepts whatever we have discussed now. Now let us move to problem one by one. Okay. Now first one, find divergence f and curl f where vector f equal to what? Del of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz given. See here, first you have to identify what is given. We already familiar with the divergence and curl definition, right? What is divergence and curl? Divergence and curl can be applied only for a vector function. But what is given here? Vector mentioned, but it is not a vector quantity. We have to convert it into vector. Here they have given the scalar. So what we have to choose? Let phi equal to this quantity. Okay, phi equal to what? The scalar quantity x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Now after taking this phi, you have to write what is vector f. Now vector f becomes what? Del phi, right? But what is del phi? Grade phi. That you have to write. Now write the definition of grade phi. What is that? Dou phi by dou xi plus dou phi by dou yj plus dou phi by dou zk. So dou by dou x of what is phi? X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz into I plus dou by dou y of what? Again you have to replace that x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz into j plus dou by dou z of again the same x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz into k. Now differentiate this expression partially with respect to x, differentiate this partially with respect to y, again differentiate this partially with respect to z. What you will get here? Derivative of x cube is 3x square. Partial derivative here, you should keep it in mind. And what is derivative of y cube with respect to x? Since it is constant with respect to x because of partial derivative definition, its derivative is 0. Similarly, z cube derivative with respect to x also 0. And what about this minus 3xyz? What is constant here? Minus 3yz is constant. So what is derivative of x? 1. So here 3x square minus 3yz into I. Similarly, apply the same concept here. We want the partial derivative of the given function with respect to y, right? So derivative of x with respect to y is 0. Derivative of y with respect to y you can do. So derivative of y cube is what with respect to y? 3y square. Again z cube derivative with respect to y is 0. And minus 3xyz is there. With respect to y, what is constant? Minus 3xz constant, right? So what is total the derivative of this? 3y square minus 3xz, right? Plus, now differentiate this with respect to z. Again, with respect to z, x cube derivative is 0. With respect to z, y cube derivative also 0. Now with respect to z, z cube derivative is 3z square, right? 3z square minus, here 3xyz is there. With respect to z means you should keep xy keep fixed constant. So minus 3xy into 1. So what we will get here? 3z square minus 3xy into k. So here we are getting the vector quantity, right? Now 3x square minus 3yzi plus 3y square minus 3xzj plus 3z square minus 3xyk. This is the vector quantity. Now for this vector we need to find divergence and curl. Now use the definition of divergence f. What is divergence f? That is del dot f, right? What is definition of del? Dou by dou x I plus dou by dou y j plus dou by dou z k. Dot should be visible. Dot. What is vector f? 3x square minus 3yz I plus 3y square minus 3zx j plus 3z square minus 3xy k. Now multiply coefficient of I with coefficient of I. Similarly coefficient of j with coefficient of j. Similarly coefficient of k with coefficient of k. So what we will get here? Dou by dou x of first term plus dou by dou y of second term plus dou by dou z of third term. So what we will get at the end? So dou by dou x of what? 3x square minus 3yz plus dou by dou y of 3y square minus 3xz plus dou by dou z of 3z square minus 3xy. Here you should be very careful. There is no ijk because here I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1, k dot k is 1. Because of that we are multiplying only the coefficient of I with the coefficient of I, right? So here again differentiate, what we will get? Derivative of 3x square is 6x, right? And there is no x term here. Derivative of 3yz is 0. Similarly, what is derivative of 3y square with respect to y? 6y, and derivative of this is 0 because no y term. Again derivative of 3z square is what? 6z minus 0. So what is totally divergence of the given function? So div f equal to 6x plus 6y plus 6z, or common 6 can be taken out, x plus y plus z. So this is optional. You can either write or you can skip this step, this last step. It is left to you. Now curl of given function, right? What is curl of f now? Curl f equal to what? The definition: determinant ijk del. In the del concept, what is coefficient of ijk? Dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Students, here you should be very careful. You should write coefficient of I along this line only, this column only. Similarly coefficient of j in this column only, coefficient of k in this column only. Okay, now what is vector f here? We have already discussed 3x square minus 3yz I. So what is coefficient of I? That is nothing but 3x square minus 3yz. Coefficient of j is 3y square minus 3xz, and coefficient of k is 3z square minus 3xy. Now with the help of determinant property, just expand the determinant I into what? Dou by dou y of this term minus dou by dou z of this term. Just cross multiply. So what? I into dou by dou y of 3z square minus 3xy minus dou by dou z of 3y square minus 3xz. Next, plus minus plus rule minus j. Leave that particular row and column. What remains? Dou by dou x of 3z square minus 3xy minus dou by dou z of 3x square minus 3yz. Next, plus k. That time you have to leave this row, particular row and column. What you will get? K into dou by dou x of 3y square minus 3xz minus dou by dou y of 3x square minus 3yz. Now here I into, what is derivative of this with respect to y? 3z square with respect to y is constant, so its derivative is 0. Derivative of minus 3xy with respect to y is minus 3x. Now minus, again what is derivative of y square with respect to z? 0. Again derivative of minus 3xz with respect to z is minus 3x. So minus 3x into minus 3x, so it will be plus 3x, right? So minus 3x plus 3x 0. Similarly minus j into what? Again dou by dou x of, with respect to x means here this is 0, minus 3y is constant, minus of this. Again differentiate this derivative with respect to z, here 0 minus 3y. So minus of minus 3y is nothing but plus 3y. So minus 3y plus 3y plus k into, with respect to x, minus 3z, because with respect to x here y is constant, so derivative of y term with respect to x partial derivative is 0. So my 0 minus 3z minus of what with respect to y, x 3x square with respect to y derivative is 0, minus 3yz derivative is what with respect to y? Minus 3z. So minus of minus 3z means plus 3z. So totally what you will get? Minus 3z plus 3z into k, right? So finally I into minus 3x plus 3x minus j into minus 3y plus 3y plus k into minus 3z plus 3z. So at the end we will get 0i minus 0j plus 0k. That is nothing but totally null vector or zero vector. Okay, so what is the curl of f? Curl f equal to 0 vector, and here divergence f equal to 6 into x plus y plus z, right? Now let us move to the next example. Find the unit normal vector to the surface x cube plus y cube plus 3xyz equal to 3. Okay, at the point 1, 2, minus 1 given. See here, either whatever the surface given, you can take a phi or just a small f, like that you can mention. Okay, better you take phi or psi or any others. Without vector mark you have to choose. Okay, now what is given? Find the unit normal vector. What is meant by unit normal vector? Unit normal vector is nothing but given vector by modulus of that vector. But here it is given scalar function or surface. You need to convert it into the form of vector function by operating it with the grade. So what is grade of f? That you have to write first. Let f equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xyz minus 3. Or you can write it in the form of what? Del f. Del f equal to, just differentiate this partially with respect to x, what you will get? 3x square plus 0 plus 3yz I. Similarly, differentiate this partially with respect to y, 3y square plus 3xz j. With respect to z, so this is 0, with respect to z, this is 0, this is 3xy, right? So 3xy k. So first you have to find del f. Now del f at the point 1, 2, minus 1. So what you will get? Wherever x replace 1, wherever y replace 2, wherever z replace minus 1. So what we will get here? Del f equal to what? 3 into 1 square, that is 3, plus 3yz is nothing but 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 3, that is minus 3i, right? Plus 3y square plus 3xzj, that is 3 into 2 square. 2 square is 4. 4 into 3 is 12 plus 3 into minus 1. Xz means minus 3. So 12 minus 3 is nothing but 9. So plus 9j. Next plus 3xyk. X into y. So 1 into 2. 3 into 2, 6. So 6k, right? Now we have obtained what? Vector normal to the surface. Now we want its unit normal vector. So what is unit normal vector? Del f by modulus of del f. That is nothing but what? Minus 3i plus 9j plus 6k divided by square root of sum of the squares of coefficient of I, j, k. Coefficient of I is minus 3, coefficient of j is 9, coefficient of k is 6. So what we will get here? If you take 3 outside, remaining is minus I plus 3j plus 2k divided by what? Root of. So since we have taken 3 outside, what remains? Divide by root of 1. Minus 1 whole square is 1, plus 3 square is 9, plus 2 square is 4. So 9 plus 4 plus 1. So root 14. So 3 get cancelled. So what remains here totally? Here minus I plus 3j plus 2k divided by root 14. Okay, so this is the unit normal vector to the given surface at the point 1, 2, minus 1. Okay, now let us move to one more example. Find the directional derivative of phi equal to x square yz plus 4xz square at the point 1, minus 2, minus 1 in the direction of 2i minus j minus 2k. Now first you have to find the del phi. See, whenever you get phi or scalar function, you have to operate it with the grade operator so that we can convert easily it in the form of vector function, right? So what is del phi? Just differentiate the given term partially with respect to x so that you will get 2xyz plus 4z square I plus with respect to y means x square zj. With respect to z means here x square y plus 8xzk, right? Just you concentrate only on the term containing z and multiply it with the remaining constant, that's it, into k. Now at the point 1 minus 2 minus 1. So find out del phi at the point 1 minus 2 minus 1. First you need to write the definition of del phi. What is definition of del phi? We have explained in the first problem, right? Dou phi by dou xi plus dou phi by dou yj plus dou phi by dou zk. Later you have to replace phi quantity, then differentiate. Then at the point 1 minus 2 minus 1, what you will get? So 2 into 1 into minus 2 into minus 1 plus 4 into minus 1 whole square into I plus 1 square into minus 1 j plus 1 square into minus 2 plus 8 into 1 into minus 1 k. So what you will get here, del phi equal to 8i minus j minus 10k. And what is given direction? Either you can take it as a vector d direction as vector d or vector a. It is left to you. 2i minus j minus 2k. Now we need to find directional derivative of phi along the given direction. What is that? Del phi dot n cap, right? Or del phi dot, what is n cap? N cap is nothing but given direction by magnitude of that direction. So del phi dot vector a by magnitude of that. So what you will get here, del phi dot this, see here, just multiply 8i dot 2i, that is 8 into 2 16. Next minus 1 j dot minus 1 j, so minus 1 into minus 1, that is plus 1, dot product of like vector same, right? Next minus 10k dot minus 2k, that is 10 into 2, that is 20. So what you will get? 16 plus 1 plus 20, that is 37, divided by magnitude of the vector a or vector d. What is the magnitude of this? What is nothing but magnitude? Magnitude is nothing but square root of sum of the squares of coefficient of I, j, k. So what you will get here? Root of 2 square plus root of minus 1 whole square plus here root of 2 square plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 2 whole square. So what? 4 plus 1 plus 4, that is root 9. Root 9 is nothing but 3. So what is the final answer? 37 by 3, right? Now next let us move to one more variety problem. Calculate the angle between the normal to the surface xy equal to z square at the point 4 1 2 and 3 3 minus 3. Here only one surface given, but there are two different points. How to calculate in such a case? Here you have to consider first surface, let it be f or phi, it is left to you. So let f equal to xy minus z square. So what is del f? First you find out. What is del f? Del f is nothing but dou fy dou xi plus dou f by dou yj plus dou f by dou zk. Now differentiate this partially with respect to x, then you will get yi. Then differentiate this partially with respect to y, then xj. Differentiate this partially with respect to z, then minus 2zk, because with respect to x, y is constant, z also constant, its derivative is 0. Similarly, if the term is multiplied, constant is multiplied to the function, that time you have to apply the property of constant into derivative of function. Okay, so what you will get here? Yi plus xj minus 2zk. Now, since there are two different points given, find out del f at this point and call it as vector A or n1. Similarly, find out the same vector at this point and write it as n2 or vector B. So what you will get? Del f at the point 4 1 2, it will be 1i plus 4j minus 2 into 2k, that is minus 4k. So I plus 4j minus 4k, right? Now what about the second point? X also 3, y also 3, z is minus 3. Replace here. So what you will get? 3i plus 3j plus 6k, because minus 2 into minus 3, right? Plus 6k. So we are getting n1 different, n2 different here. Find out the dot product of this and simplify here. What is cos theta? Cos theta equal to what? Vector A dot vector B by magnitude of their product, or del phi 1 dot del phi 2 by product of their magnitudes, that is modulus del phi 1 into modulus del phi 2. Since here we have taken n1 and n2, just apply that. So what is theta? Theta equal to cos inverse of n1 dot n2 divided by product of their magnitude. So what is that? cos inverse n1 dot n2. Just find the product dot product 1 into 3, because 1 I dot 3 I means 1 into 3, that is 3, plus 4 I dot j 3j 4j dot 3j means 4 into 3, that is 12, minus 4k dot 6k means minus 4 into 6, that is minus 24, divided by square root of what? Sum of the squares of this coefficient, 1 square plus 4 square plus minus 4 square. So what? 16 plus 16 plus 1, root 33. Similarly here, root of 3 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. So what you will get? 9 plus 9 plus 36, that is root 54. So cos inverse of 3 plus 12 minus 24 divided by root 33 into root 54. Now simplify, what you will get here? 12 minus 24 means minus 12. Minus 12 plus 3 means minus 9. Divided by this one, simplify. Root 54 can be written as what? Root 27 into 2, or 27 can be written as what? 9 into 3, root 3 into 3. Now simplify, you will get a cos inverse of, since we have taken a modulus sign, cos inverse of 1 by root 22 is the answer. Okay. Now find the angle between the two surfaces x square plus y square plus z square equal to 9 and z equal to x square plus y square minus 3 at 2 minus 1 2. Okay, now again there are here two surfaces given. Either you can take phi 1 and phi 2, or you can take f and g. It's your wish. You can mention any surfaces here, but it should be scalar, because here it is scalar. You have to mention fg or phi 1 phi 2 or psi 1 psi 2. It is left to you. Now first choose f and g here. F is nothing but x square plus y square plus z square. But what about g? Here you should be very careful. It should be in the form of phi of xyz equal to c, or f of xyz equal to c. Constant always, it should be in the RHS part. So here if you choose this x square plus y square, z you take this side and minus 3 keep it to the RHS. So it will give us x square plus y square minus z equal to 3, right? So let g equal to x square plus y square minus z. Now find out the gradient of these two. So del f equal to what? Differentiate this partially with respect to x, so 2xi. Similarly with respect to y, 2yj, plus with respect to z, 2zk. Similarly here if you differentiate, what you will get? Del g equal to 2xi plus 2yj minus 1k, because derivative of z with respect to z is 1. Now at the point, single point given here, previous case one surface two different points, but here two different surface one point. Now find out del f at the first point, 2 minus 1 2. What you will get? Just replace x by 2, y by minus 1 and z by 2. It will give us what? 4i minus 2j plus 4k, right? Similarly del g at the point 2 minus 1 2. So 4i minus 2j minus k. Now here find out what is del f dot del g divided by product of their magnitudes. Now what is the magnitude? First find the magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but what? Root of 4 square plus minus 2 whole square plus 4 square. So what? Root 4 square means what? 16. 16 plus 4, 20. 20 plus 16, 36. Root 36 means what? 6, right? Similarly here, root 4 square is 16 plus 2 square is here 4 plus 1. So what? 16 plus 4 plus 1, that is root 21. So at the end what you will get? Theta equal to cos inverse del f dot del g divided by product of their magnitude. So that is nothing but cos inverse of what? Here 16 plus 4 minus 4 divided by root 36 into root 21 we will get. That is what? Plus 4 minus 4 get cancel. 16 by, here what remains? 6. 16 by 6 into root 21 cancel. 2 8 is a 2 3 is a, so cos inverse of 8 by 3 root 21 is the required angle between the given two surfaces at this point, right? Now let us move to the another sum. Find the value of a if vector f equal to ax square y plus yz I plus xy square minus xz square j plus 2xyz minus 2x square yz square k is solenoidal. They have given already the condition of solenoidal, and just we require to find what? Find the value of this constant a. But what is the condition for solenoidal vector? We have to write. For a solenoidal vector field vector f, del dot vector f equal to 0, right? That is divergence of vector equal to 0. What is del dot f? That is nothing but del dot f is dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z equal to 0. There is no ijk. So what is del definition? Dou by dou xi plus dou by dou yj plus dou by dou zk. And instead of this term, we have chosen this is f1i, this is f2j, this is f3k, right? Now what is f1 here? This part. What is f2? This part. That is components of capital F is f1, f2, f3. What we will get? Dou by dou x of first term, that is ax square y plus yz. If you differentiate this partially with respect to x, what you will get? A and y constant, derivative of x square is 2x. So 2axy. Okay, first term. And with respect to y, dou by dou f2, what you will get here? Y term, only this first term contains y term, so 2xy, and this is 0. So that only we have written. Plus, with respect to z, there is no z term in the second part, only here it contains. So 2xy, right? What you will get here? 2axy plus 2xy plus 2xy. What is common here? 2xy is common. What remains? A plus 1 plus 1 or a plus 2 equal to 0. But a plus 2 equal to 0 means a equal to minus 2, because here xy cannot be equal to 0, right? So 2xy common means 2xy into a plus 1 equal to 0. That is nothing but 2xy into a plus 2 equal to 0, or xy is not equal to 0, therefore a plus 2 equal to 0 or a equal to minus 2, right? Now next let us move to one more example. Show that xi plus yj divided by x square plus y square is both solenoidal and irrotational. Now what is the condition for solenoidal vector? The divergence of given vector is 0, right? And for irrotational, curl of given vector is 0. Now what is vector f here? Xi plus yj divided by x square plus y square. Just split it in the form of x by x square plus y square I plus y by x square plus y square j. There is no k term, so plus 0k. Now we require to find divergence f and curl f. Now what is divergence f? Del dot f, right? Or here del is nothing but dou by dou xi plus dou by dou yj plus dou by dou zk. And what is vector f? This term you have to write, and in between dot should be visible. So what we will get here? Dou by dou x of first term, because for dot product we have to multiply coefficient of I with the coefficient of I only. Similarly, coefficient of j with the coefficient of j. Similarly, coefficient of k with the coefficient of k. So what we will get? Dou by dou x of x by x square plus y square plus dou by dou y of y by x square plus y square and dou by dou z of 0. Now differentiate this partially with respect to x. Apply u by v rule properly and partial derivative concept. Remember here. So denominator into derivative of numerator. So what we will get? X square plus y square into 1 minus x into derivative of x square plus y square is 2x. So what you will get here? X square plus y square minus 2x square divided by denominator's whole square, right? That is x square plus y square whole square. Similarly, apply here plus x square plus y square into derivative of y with respect to y is 1. So x square plus y square into 1 minus y into what? Derivative of this with respect to y is, this is 0, this is 2y. So minus 2y square, x square plus y square minus 2y square divided by what? X square plus y square whole square. But here LCM is same, x square plus y square whole square. What remains? X square plus x square is 2x square. Y square plus y square is 2y square. See here, 2x square and 2y square. It cancel with this minus 2x square and minus 2y square. So 0 by any value is 0. So because of this, clearly we can write the given vector function is solenoidal. For solenoidal vector, divergence is 0, right? So because of this, here vector f is solenoidal. Now similarly, we have to prove it for irrotational also. Now for irrotational, what is the condition? Curl of given vector f equal to 0 vector we need to write. What is curl f? Del cross f, that is nothing but determinant ijk, here dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and coefficient of ijk we have to write, that is determinant ijk dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Here coefficient of I is x by x square plus y square, coefficient of j is y by x square plus y square, and there is no coefficient of k, that is 0 we have to take right here. Now just expand with the help of determinant. I into what? Leave that particular row and column. Dou by dou y of 0 is nothing but 0. Dou by dou z of y by x square plus y square, again 0, because with respect to z here it should contain z, then only we can differentiate, right? So this becomes what? I into 0 minus 0. Similarly, minus j into what? Leave that particular row and column. Dou by dou x of 0 is 0. Dou by dou z of this again 0. So 0 j. What about k here? K. Now leave this particular row and column. Cross multiply. Dou by dou x of y by x square plus y square minus dou by dou y of x by x square plus y square. Now use quotient rule properly. Along with that you have to remember partial derivative concept. Now what you will get here? Dou by dou x of y by x square plus y square. Now apply u by v rule. Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator. So what we will get here with respect to x? Here denominator into 0 minus y into 2x. So what you will get? Minus 2xy, right? Divided by denominator whole square, that is x square plus y square whole square. Now minus as it is, again apply u by v rule, denominator into derivative of numerator. So it will be 0 because there is no y term in the numerator. Minus x into derivative, this is 2y. So minus 2xy by x square plus y square whole square. But minus of minus, it will give us plus 2xy. So minus 2xy plus 2xy divided by x square plus y square whole square. So that is nothing but what? Into k. It is cancels numerator and denominator, can here numerator plus and minus, 0 by any value is 0. So because of this, vector f is irrotational. Okay. Now let us move to one more problem under irrotational. Find a, b, c if vector f equal to what? X plus by minus z into I plus 2x minus y plus cz into j plus ax plus y minus z into k is irrotational. And also find the scalar potential phi such that vector f equal to del phi. Now what is the condition for irrotational? That is curl f equal to 0 vector, right? What is curl f? Determinant ijk dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. And what are the coefficient of ijk? X plus by minus z, 2x minus y plus cz, ax plus y minus z equal to 0. Now just expand it with the help of determinant property, plus minus plus rule. See here, I into dou by dou y of this term. So what you will get? The term containing y only we have to differentiate here. So 1, because this is does not contain y. Even the third term also does not contain y. So dou by dou y of ax plus y minus z. So what we will get? 1. Similarly with respect to z here, 0 minus 0 plus c. So what? Here 1 minus c into I. Similarly minus j into what? Leave this row and column. Dou by dou x of this ax plus y minus z means a term, minus dou by dou z of this means minus 1. So minus of minus 1 means what? Plus 1 we will get, right? So that is nothing but a plus 1 into j plus k into what? Leave this row and column. Dou by dou x of this, that is 2, and dou by dou y of this is b. So 2 minus b, right? 2 minus b into k equal to 0. So what we will get? C minus 1 minus e equal to 0, a plus 1 equal to 0, and 2 minus b equal to 0. That is nothing but we have to equate the coefficient of ijk to 0, so that you will get a equal to minus 1, b equal to 2, and c equal to 1. So after writing a, b, c, you have to replace back it in this one f. That is what we will get: x plus 2y minus z into I plus 2x minus y plus 1z into j plus what? Minus x plus y minus z into k. After writing this, you need to find what? With the help of, we need to find what? F, because del phi, f given, phi we need to find. How to find? Del phi equal to vector f. What is del phi definition? Dou phi by dou xi plus dou phi by dou yj plus dou phi by dou zk. So here we need to require here this capital F, whatever we get, no, just to equate the coefficient of I, equate the coefficient of j, and equate the coefficient of k, and apply this rule. How to obtain phi? First one, integral f1 dx, and here you have to remember, keep yz constant and add the constant of integration in terms of function of other two variables, that is y and z. Similarly, for the next, you have to write integrate with respect to y and add the constant in terms of function of x and z. And last one, integrate with respect to z and add the function in terms of function of x and y. Or you can remember this integral of f1 dx plus integration of terms of f2 not containing x dy plus integration of terms of f3 not containing x and y dz. Here not containing x and z, here x and z is there. So if you apply that, what you will get here? Integral f1 dx. What is f1? X plus 2y, because b is 2 here. 2y minus z dx, right? Plus integration of what? Term of f2 not containing x, and so what is that? Minus y plus z, because c is 1. Okay, not containing x here, here not containing y, that you have to remember, that not containing y and x. Okay, here f2 not containing x, here f3 not containing x and y. So what you will get here? Not containing x and y means we have to skip this. So last term is minus z dz. So integrate this: x square by 2 plus 2xy minus zx. Here with respect to y means minus y square by 2 plus zy. Here minus z square by 2 plus c. So this is the final answer for the given function. So that is, we have obtained here what? The scalar potential in the form of this. Now similarly, you have to obtain solution for this. We find the angle between the surfaces x square plus y square minus z square equal to 4 and z equal to x square plus y square minus 13 at 2, 1, 2 given. First you have to take it as a phi 1 or vector f, or vector is small f, so that you have to find the vector f, that is a vector function, that is del f. And here also x square plus y square minus z equal to 13 you have to choose, and let it be phi 2 or small g. There is no vector here. Later you have to convert it in the form of vector f or del f with the help of operator gradient. Now with the help of gradient operator, you have to obtain del phi 1 and del phi 2 and use the formula cos theta equal to what? Del phi 1 dot del phi 2 by product of their magnitude. But after obtaining del phi 1, you have to put this value wherever x, y, z available. Okay. Similarly, you have to solve this one. Del of x y cube z square given. First you have to choose this as a phi, then obtain del phi with the help of gradient definition. Then it will convert to vector f. Now we have to obtain divergence and curl of that at this point. Okay, now similarly, see here, find ABC. Again, this problem is similar as previous one. Just go through with that problems and apply it to this. That is, you have to write the definition of what here conservative force field means. You have to apply irrotational, that is curl definition you have to apply, or determinant ijk dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z, and write this coefficient of I, coefficient of j, coefficient of k exactly below that particular column, and simplify, find the value of ABC, replace back here, then substitute it in vector f equal to del phi and continue with the remaining procedure. Okay, dear students, please try to work out with remaining all sums from this question list, that is solenoidal irrotational vector and other problems, very important sums. Please work out with this. Thank you.